pretty much just before your talks, we're still in a negative environment, about 3 billion at this point. No, sorry. Geez, 7.9 billion at this point. So I'm going to update the models again when the market opens, like 15 minutes after, just to see we're still with the same consensus. But things are pretty, like, straightforward at this point. If things decide to build today, again, I'm not going to be shocked. If things get pinned today, I'm not going to be shocked. If they release inventory today, I will be shocked, because it makes no sense for those puts that they basically brought up so they can collect all those premiums for them to basically go and take them back at the money and whatnot. The main focus today is them not letting those puts expire at the money. That's all. Anybody want to send me a screenshot of SPX's option chain? Here, I want to take this one. I want to send it to trade stations. Too much on this. Anyway.
Dude, why did I keep oh, there they are. Where they're supposed to be. Alright, sorry, I had to get my glasses.
Yo, I just legit like FOMO it, bro. It's funny how, like, when you sign into Thinkorswim, it says technical support and then the number at the bottom. No broker does that besides Thinkorswim, because they know you're going to need to call it tech support.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. I'll be with you guys in just a moment. Just getting this TikTok going, or YouTube going. Sharing the link. All right, everyone. All right. Well, if you're just joining us, good morning, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and go over the news really quickly. So U.S. stock index futures were down, mirroring European equities as investors focused on Russia-Ukraine peace talks that have shown no tangible progress as so far. Probably because Russia said that it was going to keep going until its special operation goals were complete, and that includes the demilitarization of Ukraine. Asian shares ended higher, with Japan's Nikkei posted. Am I saying that right?
The Nikkei.
Okay, so cool. My over-pronunciation of what I would normally say is Nikki, but I'm trying to make it sound more complex. I was right. Posting its biggest weekly gain in nearly 2 years, a stronger dollar hurt gold prices. Oil prices extended their gains amid supply concerns. Existing home sales data for February is scheduled to release later in the day. Missiles strike live, I'm not sure. Biden pressures Z to abandon Moscow. Russia fired missiles at the airport of Lviv, in a city where hundreds of thousands of refugees are sheltering far from Ukraine's battlefields, as Moscow tries to regain the initiative of its stalled campaign against Ukraine. Boeing in talks for landmark Delta MAX order. Boeing is edging up towards a landmark order from Delta Airlines for up to 100 of its 737 straight-to-the-ground MAXs. I'm just kidding. A model in which has battled several talks to get approved before the year's end rule change. So, Moderna seeks FDA authorization for second COVID. That's the cooler version of COVID. Boosted for all adults. Moderna on late Thursday saw emergency use for its COVID-19 booster vaccine. Facebook's getting sued over scam advertisements by an Australian watchdog. That dog's pretty smart. I'm sorry. And let's see here. That's really about it. As far as like, we did have a company resumption of production by Tesla at the Shanghai factory after a 2-day suspension due to the COVID outbreak. And yeah, GameStop didn't make any money last quarter, by the way, if you're wondering about earnings. They reported a net loss of in the fourth quarter as it absorbed high costs for its supply constraints and raised spending to pivot its large brick-and-mortar business towards e-commerce. So, alrighty. So that's pretty much it for me. Obviously today, we've got quad watching. No screen sharing today. What kind of animal am I? I'm sorry. I forgot. Good morning. What's up, everybody? Nikkei. Yeah, we are live on YouTube right now if you guys want to join us. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So as of today, yesterday we had we've talked with Z, with the Chinese president. That being said, we know what the setup is here, guys. We saw the rising wedge form yesterday. I know where my downtrend is. I know where my support is, right here at 96.44. So I'm looking for BABA to make a move in either direction, because now that it has gapped down, it's pretty much got the exact same move up to fill its gap at 104.75. And based off the way that I see it, if we are including this downtrend, we could see BABA retesting the 114 level. So, but that's on my watch list today. Big one. Facebook's on the watch list today. Beautiful wedge breakout, guys. This one was crazy good. And then last night, I was proclaiming my want for a retest or something. So today, and I will tell you guys that this does have that quintessential rising wedge look. It needs to complete that setup in order to be valid. But this mark of 205, and I'm playing both ways today. So I've got, and I'll go over those in just a minute, but I've got levels like 202 to potentially take Facebook short to the downside or long to the upside. So we've got, one second. And I need to go check price upgrades and downgrades. But Snapchat is on the watch list as always. You guys asked me about this one yesterday. Channel trading right now up against the support. Gap fill to the upside. The potential to push and run to 34.84 at the bell. And then from there, if we get a rejection, I'd be looking to see Snapchat pull back where it does have a gap down to 29.68. 1 second, let me do something really quick, and then I'm gonna hand it over to Manny. Ouch. Morning, what's up, guys? He's definitely ready to play Baba. Yeah, I'm ready to play Baba. Yeah, you guys gotta be careful with that. I just don't play SPY like that anyway. Okay, so price target changes this morning, guys. I am looking at, so those are cuts. Where's the upgrades? We got upgrades. Are we upgrading today or just downgrading? Let's downgrade. Stone Co. got an upgrade. Okay, I don't really see anything crazy good. So, anyway, that's it, guys. Chinese stocks are on the watch list, up or down. Looking at them both ways. I'm throwing Microsoft out here just because I had a really, and guys, this setup is cool because we know exactly the setup that we have on Microsoft. We've got that one set up right here. Beautiful resistance. And so we're going to need to go ahead and make a move into the 300s in order to be bullish here on Microsoft. So, alrighty, so that's it for me. I'll elaborate on levels a little bit more going forward, but I would, I would obviously, or I will be going over my levels before the bell, but make sure you guys are marking out your own, looking at contracts, and obviously we're going to be avoiding weeklies today. So take it away, Manny.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Oh, God.
No, but pretty much, I mean, I posted a chart. So yesterday I was screen sharing my top monitor the whole day, Garrett. It actually didn't really make my broker die a lot, but it was cool. So I just, I was streaming that screenshot I sent, and then everybody was just seeing real time how the bounces work and how they were happening. You get what I mean?
Good.
So that was cool. So Tesla has potential. Again, I said earlier, I'm not going to trade. I'm not looking to trade. The last thing I would want to take today is a bounce, just because of how whippy the market can be. I don't even know that's a word. Whippy. Whiplash.
Whippy, yeah. You can say jerky.
So it's going to be one of those sessions.
Morning, everybody.
You get what I mean? I'm just not looking to take anything. I mean, I've had a decent week. I went short last night. So, okay, one thing about today, aside from quad witching, today is SPY's dividend day, right? Anytime SPY has its dividend day, SPY always tanks, right? So I looked back historically, I saw every time we got down, and I literally went short. I had a decent stop loss on the US 30, and then I got stumped out with London. But when I woke up, I literally saw that I would have been pretty much like flat in my position, or even up like, a measly like $100 something, which is nothing. So either way, the trade wouldn't have worked, and I was stuck when I saw that, because every time, almost every quad witching, we gap down, always. And again, it's SPY's dividend day. It always has, a gap down and a bit of a red day, and then it recovers. That's how quad witching has always been. We see red in the morning, and then for the afternoon, we see green, and then we see red again by the market close, and the day closes pretty much as a doji, more or less. It's how every time I've seen it happen. But I guess today's going to be different. There's a shitload of money expiring today. 3.5 trillion. I already said I was going to update the gamma models. So far, we're in negative 7.9 billion of gamma, right? So we're still seeing delta hedging taking place. Now, the question now is, from here to the open, if we are in a positive environment, right? After 15 minutes, we start seeing positive gamma flow in. Then that's when we're going to see that release. That's going to trigger the algos. A perfect example, yesterday, when SPX hit 1% on the day, did nobody see that giant drop that it did? That random ass little drop in the beginning of power hour? I was watching on my phone, and I was literally eating lunch, and I said, oh, we're at 0.99% for the day. We're about to go to 1% on the day. Once 1% hit, and I guess gamma went positive, big old red candle. And that's it. And it's things like this that you gotta keep an eye on. You gotta be aware, because they'll help you. The how can I say, the influence that the option markets have in futures and equity markets. It's something that it's very overlooked by a lot of traders, and I mean a lot of them. Like, easily nobody teaches this shit, and I guarantee you this, because nobody really cares for it. But when you look at it, the amount of influence that the option markets can have on individual equities, futures and whatnot, it's pretty fucking crazy. So why wouldn't you track this? The same way you track every time Powell is gonna go sit on the fucking mic and talk shit. Sorry, Garrett, you're not on YouTube. I'm sorry. I'm a potty mouth. But the same way we track that, why wouldn't you track gamma exposures in the markets? You know what it is. You guys remember when Tesla gamma squeezed? That was insane, right? So it's just another tool in the arsenal. It's how I always call this. Whether it's how I use TPO to look at sometimes, at a macro view of a chart. Well, I use gamma exposure for my everyday view of, the market. So, we're still in this. I posted my support and resistances levels on my channel in the analysis. Those are the ones that Spot Gamma gave me for today. It's going to be an interesting day, guys. I'm not looking to trade. If you are trading, those of you that are new, if this is your first quad witching, I strongly advise for you to sit down and just watch. Because look, today's not the day to trade options. Straight up. If you can trade, especially these early TEs, Zero DTEs today is a big no-no. Zero DTEs, for those that don't know, is 0 days to expiration. Those are the contracts that expire the same day. If you're trading those today, they're going to be even more risky than they normally are, right? So look to capitalize either on individual equity trading or on options of next week, right? Or further out, possibly. But I think zero DTEs today, for example, let's use Tesla. Tesla always moves very hard, but there are times where Tesla, the bids on zero DTEs, it gets held down. So how can you exit? We normally, to get fast fills, you guys know how it works. You exit on the bid. But how can you exit on the bid if the bid is literally at where you bought? Or maybe a couple cents above, and then the ask is just ripping, right? But you can't sell on the ask, because if you put an order, right, then you're going to hold down the ask. Or the algos can skip you, right? Or then the algos can just dump the ask so you don't get filled. These are things that happen very instantly that we don't keep track of. You only notice this if you watch level 2 of option contract. But it's pretty crazy to see this happening. But guys, it happens more often than you can possibly imagine. So don't get caught in a zero DTE today. Today's going to be one of those days. Trade next week. If you're in zero DTEs already because you swung them for whatever reason, you felt that was okay, then, it's fine. You already made your bet. You got to lay in it. But if you see green, don't get greedy, right? If you see a red position that you have that expires today and you're able to get out for break even or green, whatever it is, don't get greedy with it. Take your profits and just carry on. Remember, we're here for the long run. I've been saying after this shithole week ends, we're going to get a way better market, right? Because what was the most anticipated meeting since, fucking January? The Fed meeting for March. The interest rate hike. We already have the plan laid out. These guys are going for 1.52% by the end of the year, right? They're going to start reducing their... What do you think is going to happen when they start reducing their balance sheet? You guys think the market is going to absorb it and keep going up?
I thought that announcement, I didn't see the day in history. All I saw was Fed announces $1 trillion monetary stimulus.
Yeah. This is when the CARES Act was passed, dude.
Yeah, today was the
It's crazy. It's I think around this time was when I started buying Royal Caribbean, super cheap, like $20.
I know one of my friends was buying oil. He's been buying all of the dip, so he was.
But yeah, I think that when we start seeing those market uses, those balance sheet reductions, and we start seeing the more hawkish and aggressive Fed, I think that's when people are going to realize this is not the market. Like, we thought we got the market back, but the market's not back. The market isn't back. People think because we ripped for 3 days, okay, that's it. Oh my God, that's it. Look, it was that.
Go look at any market correction. Even go look at the COVID dump. We had a couple days of green.
Yo, right? Dude, there are people in this chat that always say it. What are the best rallies? Bear market rallies. Because they're strong and then they fall short like, dude, they timber. It's like a tree just falling. Right? Again, I don't think it's going to happen today. If it happens today, I'm going to be surprised just because why would you let all these puts expire at the money? But if it happens Monday or just next week in general, well, I've been saying this since Monday. This was going to happen. So we're at this point right now. I know what the macro shows me. Till we take out certain levels, I'm going to stay like this. I'm not going to say that was the bottom. But we just got to see. It's hard to be bullish in such a negative environment with everything that's still going on. And, the guidance that the Fed gives us. It's hard to be bullish with that guidance. But, again, with everything, that's where we go. That's enough for my rant. Enjoy Manny's Friday tradition. Oh, no, these are my quad witching rants. Yeah. I have Fed Day rants. I didn't do one yesterday. No, Wednesday I did really. Damn, BT no round Wednesday.
When does Biden talk with Z? Do you know?
Already.
Huh?
Already. Oh, yeah. He was talking at 9 a.m., something like that.
Talking now? Oh, great.
Yeah. Dude, there's somebody asking for the trial for the bind key. Where do they get that one?
So when they sign up, there's on the screen that they sign up, there should be a bind key, but they don't need it as long as they're in here, they don't need it. But I can get it to them. I just have to go look it up. But as long as you've got them changed, they're fine. So it'll still work the same. me see something. Alrighty. So, you know, what we might wait for talks to finish. But I'm telling you guys right now that if you play BABA, there's a level below 99.20 that's good to potentially take to the downside for 96.88. But that's going to be the real point, 96.50, that BABA's going to need to break, because that is where it is going to likely bounce and then fall. And once it does, then the target's 93. So so what you could do, right, is you could say anywhere above 102 is a reversal, or obviously the continuation of a gap fill to the upside. And so at that point, you know, I would enter lightly and long, and not go full force into a short, obviously, until you get that definitive break of 96. So BABA, I'll be keeping an eye on for sure. One that I also wanted to throw out there that I was looking at last night before I went to bed was Crowd. Crowd below 197 could be good for a potential short down to you got through two levels. You got 189, or basically 190 down below you, and then below 190 you've got 181, and then a potential gap fill. Historically, some decline in S&P week following quadruple witching day. Not always. I mean, if the market was going to continue down in downtrend, then today could be a day that is shown on the chart. You know, everything is up against resistance or just passing it. So I mean, we talked about this too yesterday. Everything was up either against resistance. So what do? We don't usually long resistance or short support. We look to watch price action and a determined sentiment to decide how we're going to move forward. Always you guarantee or just bet on something bouncing at a support unless something negative news wise happens. So
get the party started.
Jesus, Dad, what you got going on, dude? I mean, there could be good moves. We're gonna wait and watch for these to set up. I mean, you've got pull back on Microsoft. I'm watching Microsoft below 289 or 287. Actually, is another good level there, but 287, and you should go and hit 280 today, because that's your nearest support. So
look at people exercising calls on SPY.
Hundreds.
Fucking apes.
Yeah, I haven't drank coffee in weeks, and I decided that today was the day I was going to drink a cup of coffee. Houchy. Biden's secure video call with Z starts at 9:03 Eastern time. That's a weird announcement there, bud. But thank you. I plead the fifth. I do forensics for a living. Oh, shit. Damn. That's cool. What is quad witching? Quad witching is basically where a bunch of options, futures, index, stock options all expire at the same day. So usually it can cause a bit of volatility. So. Right. Hold on 1 second.
Now, when you guys say hope, hopium, that's what I think.
Hold on.
Hey, where are these games waking up so late? It's 9:25. Hello.
I'm telling you guys, my life changed when I started waking up before the bell. I know some people think that like you can just do the work before. I mean, you can mark out levels and stuff like that, but then as soon as the gap happens, like you just gotta update your strategy. So
It's not worth it. Like, you know, at least be at your desk an hour before. At least in an hour you're able to prep. It's just not worth it. The only time that you just get on your desk like at 9:15 is when we're in a crazy, you know, trending market that all you have to do is just bounce that thing at the morning and that's how you make money. That's when, you know, you could do that.
So FedEx had earnings last night. GameStop had earnings last night. So I'm gonna pull those up because let's see, where's FedEx? FedEx actually gapped down, and that one actually has a gap at 218, but they gapped down on earnings.
Wow, gold, holy, dude, gold is pulling back hard.
Interesting. So we're gonna do the old gap down, move up.
Gold always drops before 9 a.m. That's like a common little phase. But if you look at a chart that has things drawn, because apparently mine doesn't, there we go. Yeah, we're below support. So if we get a close here, any, you know, move up is favorable. And we might see gold below 1900 today at this rate. Here's what I see on gold. Here's the chart.
Yeah, FedEx below 220. Bounce level 218, 217. Cap fills at 216.50.
If we close below that structure, then we're definitely gonna see gold head back down. Shit, bro, I can't believe this thing hit my target by like, it missed it by cents. Look at that, dude, 10 cents? The fuck is that, bro?
I might actually take GameStop down, y'all.
Oh my god. Yeah, Tesla's trying to build ahead of the open. I mean, come on, guys, how many times has Tesla done this? And then reverse.
Okay. So GameStop below 77.40. And 63.70. Okay, cool. I was on point. Alright, well, it could gap fill first. Alright, everybody, take a deep breath. Remember, it is cloud watching, but it's still Friday. So those weekly contracts that look so good because they're so cheap, they look so good and so cheap for the same reason shit at Dollar Tree does too. Because it's not going to last.
That's the best fucking comparison I have ever seen of 0 to TE in my life. That is perfect, Gary. Put that shit in writing. 0 DTEs are the equivalent to Dollar Tree products.
Because they're not finna last. If you do them with great risk, quickness. But remember, guys, I'm willing to pay a little bit extra. Yeah, 0 DTEs are expired claymores. That's what they are. Go ahead and plant that. That cat, yeah.
Look at this build. Look at everything building. Let's go. How long till this gets faded? That's the game today. Ding, right. Ding, ding, ding.
Immediate pop-up for Snap's gonna gap fill.
Look at Tesla already. Let's go.
What is going on? That was weird. My calls ask is worth $500. It's bizarre. Yo, Microsoft's got that rising, that wedge look to it below 292. Or excuse me, 290. I'm going to say 291.87. It's a good mark to watch that at, but let's wait for a good high probability setup here. Damn, FedEx. Why don't you wait for me? MNDT. Does anybody still have MNDT calls? I don't know why this thing is up. Those were weird.
Rally in Moscow in support of the Russian army exceeds 200K.
There's not a lot of people in Russia if you think about it. No shit. I mean, better support, or we're gonna find out if you're you're almost telling on yourself. Took 20% on snap puts. I got it and closed yesterday. Snapchat is moving up to fill its gap. I haven't seen any moves yet that I like. What about you? What about you?
I don't see nothing, dude. This is all like the same like quad witching setup. Look at Tesla moving, right? But the Dow is pulling back. Buy is still in place, and so is the Qs. When Tesla's building, Facebook is building, and Amazon is building. But the Dow is literally like down 100 points.
Apple has a giant Apple above 161 for a gap fill to 162.87. Apple below 159.27. 159 even, excuse me, for downside potentially. So. Yeah, they're not going to be able to sell. Market makers are messing around with those MNDT calls. They're likely going to move, or something's going to happen. They're moving those around big time. So, Baba looks to bounce, guys, and looks like it might go for 102 because look at, oh my God, well, who just listened to, what type of market maker is listening to? Damn, that was nuts, dude. Manny, I said this Baba's about to pop up from here and just moved whole dollar. Before I finished it. Yeah, Bobalicious. So now Bob's going to clear 101 and he's pushed that 102 level. Which it still has the gap to the upside technically. So, but we're going to let that. We've got 11 minutes for a 15-minute candle to close. You don't have to make all the decisions in the world in the first 15 minutes. Somebody asked me about Kroger yesterday. Kroger is squeezing out of this wedge to the upside. Remember my mark, 56.75 is a good long area potentially. Okay, Baba, beautiful retest. Okay, now Baba. Hold on one second. Now I'm gonna start pulling up the contracts. God, dude, my voice. Puberty's rough.
Really nice scalp on gold. That was easy money. It closed inside the structure. The next move was obviously an impulse up. Now wow. The Dow just gave up its whole gains. Qs is doing the same thing. SPY is trying to. Tesla cannot hold a bid. Amazon either. Facebook can hold a bid. This is
watching Baba. $95 puts for March 25th. Damn, Crojet. Yo, Baba, look at the fake outs today, guys. Bonkers. Now it's going to go for that 102. So that's Baba to the downside. And then to the upside, if we did happen to break 102, remember that gap fills all the way at 104. So and if that's the case, you could go as far as a 110 strike if you're in a small account. But I would go with a 305 if you can. Or excuse me, at 105, not 305. Is that crochet? Yeah, that was the fanciest. That's the way we would call that. I lived behind one, so I never. Oh my God, Baba! Jeez, Louise. Did you guys see that? Wow. Baba said F you. Isn't that unnatural looking though? Look at that green candle on Baba. Ugh. March 25th, 210 strike. Got 8 minutes left. I'm not taking it yet. Crowd strike above 206, guys. There's a level of 216, 217 to the upside. Keep your eyes peeled on that. All right, Baba's about to break out. I'm gonna take one. Baba 110 call.
I need better employees.
Apple, guys, is starting to move to the upside a little bit. Stop loss on Baba is 101.80. Candle close. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Please.
Nice bounce off the Dow. Off that, I mean, I don't understand how an engulfment would be a bounce, why anybody would take buys, but if you did, you know. It's so funny.
All I'm in is Baba. That's it. That's all I'm in. Right now we're struggling with R1, which was my level from yesterday, which is 103. What's Amazon doing? What the dog doing?
Amazon is in range. It's more wiki than Tesla at this rate.
Fill the gap, Baba!
Right.
Do it.
Would this be a trade you guys are taking? Just answer this question if you guys can.
Let's see. With the right size? Yeah.
Isn't that trade obvious, dude?
Yeah.
We close this side of the structure. There's a long tail. Your stop's at the bottom of the tail. Look at the move up.
Yep. Yeah. If you do not be nervous right now. If you're in this with me right now, there's no reason to be nervous if you're in any position. If you went heavier than I did, that's a different story. But if our stop loss gets hit, I'm gonna keep talking. If our stop loss does get hit, more than likely you're gonna close for a $5, $6, $7 loss. So right now we're good though. We're cruising into this gap, so it's all right. We're just gonna use these tendies to short China. They're doing it to themselves. They're making me do it. If you look at it that way, you know. What's quad witching?
Here, I got you. Because I have to read this first, and then you can explain.
There you go.
Stock index futures, stock index options, stock options, single stock futures, all expire at the same time, right? 1,
Calls.
2, 3, 4. Quad witching. There's 4 expirations. It's a full, choppy, messy day. There's never really any follow-through anywhere.
Atlas is on his way to beat me up. Oh shit, mRNA is moving to the upside? Damn.
Yeah, Index is following it too.
Yeah, watch it above one. I wouldn't touch it till 178. Baba! Sorry. Yeah, mRNA had their COVID. I didn't even mean to do that. COVID. I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna. That's from now on. I'm just gonna call it COVID. Tubular. I'm waiting for Apple. Apple's not moving. Guys, you should be up around 10%. I'm long into this gap, guys. I'm day trading this gap. This is not a scalp. This isn't a hold, at least for now. I mean, there are more gaps to the upside, but yeah, we're almost done with this gap fill, y'all. So 104. You can hold a runner, but I think it might double. I don't know. Or we talked about this yesterday. BABA could be good because right now it's going up against that hourly 200-day moving average. If by some chance, because I don't think that we will, if by some chance we do break and we move above, I have a downtrend all the way, and it would have BABA up at 114. So, well, don't get too ahead of yourself, but I get it. Oh my God, BABA, chill out. As soon as I go into a higher time frame, chill out, man. You gotta calm down. Damn it. That's all right. We took the trade. We got more trades left, so we're just gonna keep holding this. I'll let you guys know as soon as I exit or start letting it go short. But I'm still in, libertarian. You just kick dirt on our friendship, dude. My net worth. You said Asana is in the gap? Oh shit, that's a big gap, my guy. $42 is your next stopping spot. So if you want to take it to 42, I don't have a setup or a trade on that one. You broke downtrend, so that's cool. You broke downtrend out of a nice falling wedge. Oh shit, so I mean maybe, I don't know if I would go long, $50 calls maybe. I give yourself some serious time. By the way, crowd is moving to the upside. Those of you guys watching crowd, it is now close to my entry spot.
Hey, if crowd is moving to the upside, take a look at see where CERN is, CYRN.
CYRN?
Yeah.
CYRI? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
No. Charlie, Yankee, Romeo, November, CYRN.
Okay.
It was that big. It made that big move up to like $13, and then it kind of came down back into the consolidation range.
Yeah.
So looking through 632, this is an equity play only. No options. But it looks good through 632 if it squeezes again. So Airbnb. Do it. Break 160.
Don't short me. Listen, no, I haven't changed. No, listen, no. This is the real me. No, I'm only, so this is like espionage, you know, like I'm getting in there and I'm just going to use these funds to take you to the downside. I'm gathering materials. They talked to him after his TikTok ban.
What time is it? 6:04.
Tempted to take a 260 crowd, little YOLO on crowd, dude. Looks like it might explode. Yo, 215 calls are 35 cents on crowd right now. I'm gonna grab one. Just as a YOLO for today. You guys don't have to get this. Just a few. Just one. All right, so BABA right now, guys. Obviously, we're hoping to see another leg up. You know, possibly hit this R02, this R2. That's 105.50. I'm rocking with it, guys. We got good time. We've got a good solid contract. We've got decent price action. We've got decent volume. We've got a decent breaking down trend. So all is still well. And the worst that happens is we close out with maybe less of a gain. This isn't our target. So when a stock doesn't hit your target, there was no like better time for you to take profit. If it didn't hit where you thought it was going to go, for me, I think it's going to go hit that previous resistance and hit 105 after this gap fill. I could be wrong, but if it doesn't hit that and I see a reversal candle, the only thing left for me to do is go ahead and exit for gains or for a minimal loss and move on, because that's all you can do. So, you know what? Thank you. Also, Apple looks good still above that 161 mark. If you, there's a gap above that, a nice one. So,
freaking daily breakthrough on Airbnb was so good.
Oh man, I missed that. Airbnb's fun. You got 212.20 on Facebook potentially. Damn, did anybody take a sauna after I said that? I hope you're making money. It was dope. I'm in PayPal. Mind taking a look? Yeah, I can.
And that's nice thing to be played in Myrna there.
I would TP or trim or something like that, but make sure to tap your screen, guys, if you guys are here on the stream. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Mr. Rips. Appreciate you.
I did enter certain equity. I'm going to just keep a stop below that low, like today's low, I think. 87 is kind of a...
What do you mean, are you getting IV crushed on crowd? What's happening, my boy?
8%.
That shouldn't be happening.
Oh my god, and that's...
Baba. 25% on Baba if you took Baba with me. Look at that. How relaxing is this? It's like an option spa.
Like an option spa.
I'm sorry. All right, if you guys would like, if you took a different size, you should go ahead. Damn, boy, it's puberty stuff. You should...
Hey, what did you say for crowd? Sorry. What?
I've got 218, or I've got 216.75 is the target to the upside. It's just supply and demand if you go back on the hourly. We've crossed that median mark, so imagine Papa breaks 105, dude. I'll be blowed. But I'm going to take profit, guys, before that, so. By the way, GameStop just gap filled to the upside. All right, new highs. We're getting close to 30% on Baba. And if you got a 110, if you got a 105, that return should be pretty cool. I've got a 27% return on a contract that cost me $278. That's $75 for the small account. That's a good gain. Still right there at my target right now. It just gap filled. Everybody right now, gap fill. So what you do from here, because my trade is over, what you do from here is up to you. So if you want to take some profit and leave a runner, that's fine. If you want to take profit and buy I'm not looking at the weeklies, but you could buy weekly if you wanted. That's maybe, the 106 something. Find what works for you, but the trade's now at completion. So I would go ahead and tell you guys, I'm looking to take profit here pretty quickly. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go down to the 3 minute to kind of, so right here, guys, looks kind of prone for a pullback down to 103. If we, and we're getting really close to that 105.50 mark that I gave you guys. So, but look at that, solid green candles to the upside. We gotta expect a pullback. Sorry about PayPal. So PayPal is at resistance. I think you might have a little smidge, 113.57. If you can push and you still break above that, easy level to watch for it is A, 115.30, B, 116.50.
Yeah, I remember quad watching today, so.
Yeah, we could see. Well, yeah, we could see really nice breaks up, and then or pretty intense reversals down. So, all right, everybody, I'm out of Baba here. Good trade. Nice return, whether you were in weeklies, closer in the money. That was a good move. If you're still holding, I approve. That's totally fine. I would say right now, a good trailing stop for you would likely be 103.80. A close below that would signify a potential pullback that wouldn't do your contract very much good. But if you're holding right now and you want to continue to hold, that would be my SL. So I am currently pulling up Apple right now. A little weary on this one just because it does have a rising wedge. I know Astro doesn't believe in those things, but I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you.
Yeah, I know.
Horizontal gig.
Whatever.
They do, you know what? And when I find horizontal levels that line up with my pad, like it lines up with the resistance that's ahead of me, dude, that's a confluence. And I'm like, okay, I need to be watching that level, 100%. So there's a new high of day there, guys. Baba's just hit 105.20 and hit that R2 level. So congrats if you're...
Oh my god, MBAX, why?
Is it still moving?
Oh yeah, big time.
Listen, Facebook has not. Don't do it yet. I still have Facebook. Dude, we could see Facebook down to 203. I'm watching Facebook below 207.
How did... Did anyone get an 858 with me when I mentioned it?
You said 858s?
Yeah, I've literally been long on gold since like the open. I'm just here, waiting. Just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, I did that whole taking profit too early from the bank today. You'd be proud of me though, man.
No, I'm
Potters.
proud of you. Anytime you secure profits, Papa's proud.
Oh!
True. Because Mannerz still moving that far. Mannerz broke that deal with it.
Oh! Jesus. Sorry.
That chart was looking really good. 3-bar play. I think
Damn.
Right?
Roblox.
Daily 3-bar.
I missed Roblox, dude.
I think still like public.
Yeah. I think it might go to 50 today. 51 maybe.
You say it's still public?
Yeah, man. I mean, I still can't find a reason on the sheet, or I can't find anything, man, that would make me feel like I should buy Roblox. I mean, I think it goes lower. Guys, good TP on Baba. If you TP'd with me, you're going to retest 103.80 here coming up. So watch for the bounce. Here it comes. Cannabis global restructure significant. New low. Banks are falling. Ooh. Yo! Sorry. Gosh, I'm having some outbursts this morning. Yo, guys, remember the Bank of America setup that we talked about? Money. Look at that. Dude, look at the setup on Bank of America. And mind you, this is the 1 hour. Look at that. Perfect setup. I love it. And it's got gaps to the downside. I'm thinking about taking an early entry right now. $40, $41 put. How are we expecting banks to be moving?
Things are still looking the same. Negative gamma. Things are still building. There's certain equities that are not building, but indices they are. And mostly SPX and the Qs.
The only thing that's worrisome here, guys, is this, and I'm not going to take it yet, but 42, I'm going to wait for 42.16. Break. Why does Lee keep ripping? I didn't know it was. I don't know. People might see it as a cheaper alternative. I'm not really. I just short it. That's all I do. I know no other way. No, I'm just kidding. I used to long the crap out of Lee.
Dude, is AMD gonna just set us up with a double inside day? Fantastic for Monday.
Yo, that setup on the lower time frame is fire. Whoa. How cool is that, man?
Oh my god.
That's a good setup on AMD, man. That hourly channel is money. This is going to make a move. Either side. This one could move both sides. We actually talked about AMD after hours, about this like kind of flag that it has set up right now. I'll show you what I got.
Yeah, well, you got a MACD roll up on the hourly too. Oh, CLOV moving. Clove daily breaker.
Did you say clove?
Yeah, clove.
No way.
It looks like, yeah. 330. Oh, my alert was late. 328 was the level.
Damn, did anybody take GameStop? I should have taken GameStop.
Use the code chart.
Damn, dude. Okay, so Facebook's moving now. Alright, it's going up to resistance.
There's the option.
Alright, watch for a break here, guys. Be careful on Facebook here. I'm waiting for a rejection. Watch Facebook below 208. And if we break past this, Facebook has, I believe, the next level is 212.50. 212. Baba building underneath R2.
You know what that means? Oh, it's so nice to hear you guys say building. That's aww. Gold, let's go, baby. New highs.
I'm gonna come and live in your building.
Where's DJ? Cash, I bet.
Somebody asked me to look at SQ, which is, oh my god. Damn. That is ripping. Sheesh. That is, SQ is breaking out of a major supply. Guys, a good retest on that would be amazing. So breakout retest, I would love to see it. GameStop filled its gap.
I'm all out of gold.
Damn, GameStop might go to $98 today then. Bob,
I had a feeling GameStop, they weren't going to let it just fall.
Baba? Anybody still in Baba? Oh, you were in game? Oh man, nice job. Nice job.
I'll become the gold guy of the chat now.
Gold member.
Goldman. I'm just kidding. I'll be right. If gold gets acceptance over 1940, this thing is going to easily go to 1960 today. But there needs to be acceptance. I don't want to find out if there is going to be. So I'm good.
Koga reversed. That's a fake out. So right there, you got to let those candles close. Kroger went up. Tried to show people there was buyers there. There wasn't. Kroger short. Kroger short. Kroger short below 55. And now you're going to go to test this level again. And that's going to be 54.50. I'm still in Baba to infinity. All right, you're taking it too far there, Bubba. Next level. Damn, Baba.
Double rejections at highs for gold so far. This is why I like, taking profits into strength. So when you get that double move there, if you look, let me show you guys a screenshot. There's a big, we can't see a tape here, but we can assume that in this little zone here, that they're grabbing liquidity there and then they're just smacking it down. So there could be sales taking place around here. I mean, we still have that long trail that we left behind all the way to like 1921. So if we reject there again, right, there's a good chance we're going to just head down. But if we build on top of that zone, that yellow zone, basically 1935, there's a bigger chance we're going to move those 500 points into 1940.
Yo, dude, NVIDIA it's got 264.50 if anybody's in NVIDIA. And I want to take AMD now really bad because look at what NVIDIA just did out of the same setup. I'm going to take an AMD call. Risky setup right now.
Look out for that liquidity move. We just need that hold. That close above, we're going to get a nice move up.
I'm just taking an early, longer expiration.
We're trading options.
14.11 at least.
And
I think, dude, I mean, I agree with you. I think AMD might be a good swing candidate, but we do have to get through yesterday's high.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and start with a 115 call. You know what? Maybe I'll go out another week. Let me go out another week. Let me get my voice back. Please. That's not that far away.
If APPH uses 3654, this thing's going to get wild.
Yeah, why is there no IO or anything? Why is all the data lagging on that one? All right, I'm just gonna go for next week's 115. $148 fill. I think NVIDIA might be a precursor. And look at SMH. Beautiful downtrend break right here. Plenty of room to the upside. Yeah, SMH still has a trip up to past 266.40. Man, let's crush this shit. Stop loss on AMD for me is, I'm going to just say 110, below 110. So I doubt we get there. You can be more conservative. I do see a 5-minute wedge set up right here. So there is a gap also 114.87. So I'm in AMD. Close eye, obviously. Nice push already out of that move. So what's up, dude? Those computers look intimidating. They do. They are. They're scary.
Look at this beautiful move. Again, they moved us up. They grabbed the liquidity they wanted. They thought all those little promobles. So now,
what might be an interesting play is. Actually, did I post it?
I would TP. Do I think Kroger will recover? No. Not off of that rejection. Here's what you need to do. If you're already long, you need to go ahead and just take something that is going to allow you some peace of mind as it moves to the downside. Because right now you're at a pivot point. If you're going to bounce, it's going to happen now. But other than that, damn Tesla. Holy shit, Tesla.
Yeah, dude, everything's fucking building hard, bro.
I like it.
Jeez. Holy Tesla!
Whee! See you at 900. But I would definitely consider just going ahead. And a lot of the times when I'm in a situation where I've taken a break, and we're up against resistance, I'm personally just saying I see this as a rejection. But I would, if I'm long, I'm gonna go use shorter expirations and I'm gonna take it short. And that way I can start just moving everything over to the other side if that's what ends up happening. So, damn, those 0 DG tweet. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Listen, our bots that don't play games, get to know our bots. They are very useful. And if you guys, you can be your own like Discord moderator. If you just take an evening to go through and click on certain sections that you don't want to have alerts set on, or things that you don't like are not relevant to you, do that. And then that way you have, you know, a clear, you can get what you need. So if you're waiting for those alerts, you know, you'll get them. So Baba new high 106. Congratulations. Anybody still holding Baba holders, anybody in there? Freaking congratulations. Amazing.
Hold
Dude, I could. Oh man. Look at Airbnb. I cut off it way too early. I had a 160 call. $4 in the money now.
You took profits. It's okay.
I took profits right into resistance, but I should have held it.
How could you secure money?
Because my hands are getting weak. Dude.
Do I need to fly out there, dude?
Dude, look at this. Look at this game right here.
Oh, I thought you were gonna send me a picture of your hands.
Yeah, I broke them. You have a hammer?
I do.
Look at that level that I took out right there at 169.30. Whammy. And just ripped.
Stuck.
The power of the daily trade. Especially levels that have been tested already.
What do you think?
That level was tested already, so it's not going to stop again after it came back down.
Yo, is anybody still in Baba?
Where's that contract work? Anyway,
Anybody in here in Baba? No, somebody on YouTube's got to be in Baba.
I'm in Baba.
Ramen!
Equity.
So, see, watch the acceptance of 440 for SPY. That's our gamma level. 439 all the way to 439.75. Right? That's a big level. That's literally $28 million of positive gamma at that level alone.
Positive
so if that builds on top, we're going to move into our 442s, and then we're going to move into our 445s, which ironically, it's R1 and R2, and at the same time, those are very high gamma strikes. It is scary when things line up so well.
Oh, Baba.
Baba booey.
Baba booey. So we TP'd right here. It's giving us another move. This is the amazing setup for a larger position. You buy 5, longer expirations, 10, depending on your, obviously, it always depends on what you got. And then you trim half of your position right there or 3/4 of your position, and you let those contracts do work. You set a nice solid stop loss. What was our stop loss, y'all? Our stop loss was that 103, that 104. Guess where we bounced? Right around there. So
That was it. Time already.
it's time to get it.
Flash dump.
Data Dog is ripping. You know, Astro brought us Data Dog and Frog. I remember that. I was like, where is this? I've heard of these two.
I haven't looked at that name in a long time.
Yeah, I'm about to look. I just pulled it up. Oh, it looks.
It looks like.
Whoa, dude, look at the daily.
It looks like MDAC. Yeah, daily looks like a swinger.
I was about to say, bro, that actually looks like a swing. I'm tripping. What?
You know what chart looks really good that doesn't have options and has good fundamentals is Joe, Joe.
Okay. I'll check that out.
That's an equity play for sure. That looks really good.
Russian central bank governor says they suspended trading on the Moscow exchange to avoid rapid moves. Damn, I think that's literally like the official death of the stock market.
They just closed it.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, the ETF here isn't trading anymore anyway. Yo, did you see that?
What would we do if they just shut this shit down?
I don't know. Trade sticks and stones, I guess. Real gold. Start our own real gold exchange. Go start mining.
We're gonna trade micro gold contracts based on the gold that we have available in between ourselves. That's fucking funny. Trading game.
Baba.
Paper. Let's stimulate. That's fucking hilarious.
Let's stimulate it. His face
Can
in the
you imagine
computer.
doing day trades on like his grandkids' Robinhood?
Oh my god. Excuse me. Yo, Baba, guys! If you took Baba, congratulations. Those runners are printing. But I don't think anybody did.
But that was building hard. I'm happy with my TP on gold, like extremely happy. I have a smile from like year to year. Now I want that short.
Yeah, this was a good zero DPE day. It was actual continuation.
No, I took a call on Baba. Yeah, took a call on Baba. Right now, AMD is moving really well too. I mean, we're at 13% on that.
You know, is NVIDIA still building, dude? Because the queues are going nuts.
Yeah, they're about to. I think they're gonna. I think the
Holy
dude.
crap, NVIDIA.
Hey, what do you mean when you say build? Can you explain that to me?
Okay, so you know how price always builds on top of price?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a chart so I can look at it while you're explaining.
No, it's just it's build. Like you know how
Supply.
price builds on top of price, right? Like you can't build on top of something till you clear something. So when you build, the price is going up, right? Up or downside.
Would you say a good example, Manny, is
below, right? We can assume it's gonna keep dropping. If it's building above, like that's it. It's just
like Tesla 5 minute.
No, bro, any minute. Like it's a key level. For example, you know how you have your lines. Let's say you have 900 for Tesla. If guys, Tesla's gonna build 900. You got what I mean?
yeah, break pass, build on top. So it's like
You can say break pass, but you don't say break
For
pass.
instance,
To sound more literal, you say build, and then you just
here
create
as in,
fusion as you can
like
see.
this chart here, like you're saying, like it builds over 877.75.
Yeah, exactly. So now you could be like, okay, Tesla's gonna potentially build 900 and 0.40, or 900. You feel me?
So now a new stop for Baba could be like 106.75. 2 minutes left in this 5-minute candle on Baba. AMD, Tesla's at a key level here too. I wonder, dude. I'm thinking about taking a cheap J Frog swing, man.
J Frog.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's J Frog.
I know.
I think I might take a $30 call on it. It kind of looks really good. Gotta be like April 14th though, my G. Oh, those are $35. I don't know how yeah. Well, that's really your only option there. Yo, I'm taking a Frog, F-R-O-G, $30 call for April 14th. Just one. All right. So my projected resistance that was on Apple just got hit. I don't know if you guys remember the level I gave you guys. It was 162. That just got tapped. So we need to break that to the upside if we're going to continue moving higher. Otherwise, if we see the market start to reverse, guys, we're going to get out of our positions, obviously, but we could see Apple move and settle down around 158.50 today. So going to take a shower and love capitalism. You gonna do that in the shower? What are you talking about, bro? You can calm down.
Yeah, you said 30 call 414, right?
Yep. Up 30% on that J Frog call. That's because I just boosted you. I just pumped you guys.
Because you're probably the only volume on it.
Go ahead, take profit on me. I got you. That's how we do it in this group.
The SEC has entered the chat.
Yeah, right.
Just send him a donation, dude. You'll be good.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Real quick, Spy filled that little call exercising wick from 9:15. So, and the Qs are up against 347, which is a R1 pivot point. So if we see some little bit pullbacks here, you're good. Also, my favorite reversal pattern. Tesla has a 5-minute inverse hammer at the top of the trend against 900. This will probably move down into the 890s or VWAP, wherever the fuck it's at. I don't have it in my chart.
Do not compromise today, guys. Lots of big targets got hit already, so.
Yeah, this is where you start to be careful, for sure.
Yeah.
What the heck? Where are you at?
Hey, BT, gold's probably going to build again. It can't hold below either day.
No, I was just going to say, if you guys are on TikTok, hop over to YouTube. I got to use the phone really quickly. Guys, stop on AMD right here, 112.65. Below 112.65, you're good to cut. Baba, I've got the same level, 105.50. So, no compromising, guys. It's okay. It's Friday. We can take a position later on, whatever we got to. But if you just went red, I did too. So, it's all good. All right, guys. Those of you guys on TikTok, make sure you hit the link in the bio. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the stream for just a second. I will turn it back on in a few minutes, but the YouTube stream is still going, so. All right, I'll be right back.
Gold's commission is so annoying, dude. Like a point 50 lot, which is nothing. It's not even a lot. It's like 350, and one lot is $7. I think I'm trading options again. Oh, is everybody on? Everybody's on quiet?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I haven't left you, man.
I got scared. I was like, oh no. There's a little pullback on the indices.
Dude, I missed that. My level on Tesla missed by like 80 cents. It was really good spot.
Can I get a 1030 reversal? Bro, if gold goes to 1960 today, I will go see Gary. Straight up.
okay, cool. That's what I thought. Wanted to make sure. And I need to delete that. Yeah.
Look how many people are getting liquidated as we speak, as things are pulling back and their trust stops are getting hit. I just read something on IG that said the market felt like 2021 today. God, what did this bull market do to people? It just created such a perma bull mentality. There's that 890 bounce on Tesla. That was sick. What is that, Astro? Is that VWAP or some shit?
No, it's the 5-minute 90 in there.
There you go.
Yeah, look here.
Yeah, the video bounced its point of control boxer just now. Yeah, that was a sick little move. Nice, nice.
Yeah, VWAP's way down. Those orange triangles in the chart.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, we'll probably get back there eventually today. Price kind of always moves back into VWAP.
I removed everything. All I do is trade with nothing.
Especially if Tesla puts in this 15-minute inverted hammer, hammer right here, with there's no support, and it's an inside bar. I'd imagine
BT, where are those paper hands at? Yo, take profits, bro. I promise you, like, I was looking at how up I am, and I was thinking, I was like, damn, should I TP? I don't know if this is a sign. Oh yeah, he had to pick up the phone or something.
yeah.
He's calling his market maker friends. So where are we going, up or down? No, this was just a bounce into momentum indicators. Wow, gold, let's go, baby. I'm gonna choke slam DJ. BT, did you TP? Bro, you gotta be patient with gold, bro. Excuse me.
That's why I can't trade gold.
Yeah, you gotta be patient, dude. What are you talking about? You can't, what? You trade on 15 minutes. I trade on 15 minutes now. Did we just invert the gold or something?
No, I can't. It's just, no. What I mean is it just moves too slow. Like, I'm used to...
You gotta trade
trading crypto. Like, I'm not gonna trade gold.
Yeah, you gotta trade it when it's volatile. And there's, like, reasons for it. But even then, when it's volatile, dude, like, the squeezes hurt, bro. Trust me, I've got it squeezed by gold very, very hard. I had PTSD for a while. I didn't trade gold easily for, like, 3-4 months. And then I got back in, and then I said, you know what, you're gonna give me back all my money. And I got my money back. And then I realized how it is to trade it. It's not that hard, bro. You just gotta be patient and you gotta just trust the move. But if I can be real, one of the hardest things for me, especially when I moved from options back into this, was letting go of like the tape. I was so used to just having the tape. Anytime we would approach a resistance, I would just look at me like, okay, we're gonna break it, and I would know instantly yes or no. But now it's like, bro, it's to the point that I trade options and I'm barely looking at the tapes. I catch myself staring at the chart and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? It's hard, man. Yeah, it's hard when you transition from, like, you know, being a trader that focuses on level 2 constantly for stocks or even options or whatever, and then going to futures or even, you know, forex or just whatever you want to call it. Regulated futures brokers have level 2, but unregulated ones do not. FX brokers, my FX friends don't even know what the fuck level 2 is. These guys are the order book, yeah, the order book, but not the one that you get, idiots. But it's something that once you just get so accustomed to it, it's crazy. BT. TP here, nice little 107 weight. Hey, you go to TP and then it goes wait. Alright, I'm on over here. That was a nice little bottom trade on gold, bro. So even if you cost something of it, you know, congrats. We'll get a better trade once we get that acceptance of that 1935 level. Once we get that move, right, and we close above it, then we'll get that that little move into the 1940s. And then if we accept 1940s, then, you know, it's a matter of time for 1960. Dude, that was a pretty nice trade on Tesla, man. If anybody did manage to catch that, you know, that would have been almost a 10-point trade. We're already getting, we're 30 minutes from London's close. Definitely not a day to wake up late. But it's okay, bro. You didn't miss much. All that little trend up did was create euphoria.
Sorry, everybody had to take a phone call.
Did you?
Huh?
Did you read?
I really did. What are you up to?
Nothing. Trading gold.
Alright. Right now, everything is just consolidating right now. Biden to urge Z not to assist Russia. I'm watching Baba right now. It's retesting, so it's still on top of 105.50. So as long as it stays there, it can still reverse. This candle right here kind of showing selling. AMD right now is just kind of sitting flat, guys. We're down $1, so there's really no reason to be concerned at all. Hi, hello. Come here. Oh, ouch! That's my skin. Thank you.
Well, that's crazy.
What's up?
CERN's borrow fee is like 900%.
This is what Apple looks like to me right now. That's that resistance that I was talking about, guys. What's up, Roby?
There. If you're in Airbnb, it's like a copy on the 15-minute. I bet you come down to blue off 161-ish. 160, 150.
This is crazy. This is wow. I'm gonna use this as a post for the lesson, dude. Gary, look up BA and UNH, and then in another chart put US 30.
Is that BA UNH?
Yeah. And then open US 30 in another chart. You got it?
Yeah.
You see how they all look exactly the same? Like I just checked my Telegram and I had messages from people like, oh, everything's going up, but then, you know, the Dow isn't moving. Why is the Qs and the SPX moving and that? Dude, this is why people need to realize that US 30, SPX, and the NASDAQ, it's not one company. It's 30, 100, and 500 companies. The top holding of the Dow is literally United Health. One of the other top holdings is BA. Look at BA, look at United, look at the Dow. Same exact charts. And then people will wonder, oh, like, no, it's just technical. It's all technical. Nothing.
Not after a gap, though.
That this was not going to follow today.
Take profit row. That one's just filled a gap, so I would be a little bit hesitant. So everybody, if you guys see Facebook literally hit my level. Look at it right there. I didn't move my marker, so if anybody did take Facebook, great trade. Next level above us is 216, like I was talking about. But this could be where we stay. We could stay in here. So, and Albanian UN ambassador says the Russia ambassador just did was an abuse of the council. All right, y'all. We're taking a small beating on it. Nothing terrible, but what's going on with Baba? I gotta go back to Baba. Okay, Baba is looking like it's building a wedge or something. I mean, X is just built out, so I mean, you've got a level, you could still fall on X. I'd say 32.30. We're kind of at a lull right now. I don't know about what you think right now, but. We're still okay on AMD for now. it can still bounce back out of this, but it's not looking great.
Yeah, man. Amazon hasn't moved, and you see SPY pumped as well. Amazon hasn't moved. It's crazy divergence. There's no volume in Amazon. Then you look at Tesla, and it's like, oh, the volume on Tesla is actually pretty nice.
Yeah, but look at the move that it just made off of that. We just went up 15% in like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days.
You mean Amazon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, of course.
So,
Okay, you asked for that thing, man. But no, it's nice to see it. I mean, you look at Apple. Apple gap filled. No, wait, no, this is Goldman. I'm sorry. Goldman
Yeah, Apple hasn't gap filled yet.
But Apple's sort of the same thing. Super wiki open. We finally held our bid at around 1960.38, and then that's when we got that pushed up into like 1962. Dog, I tell my boys that I'm live till 11, and these guys just call me. I don't understand, bro.
Damn, Amazon is expensive, dude. Still.
that move for Kodak made.
Kodak?
Yeah.
Oh God, Garrett.
Oh no.
Get it. There's that 10 a.m. reverse, 10:30. Sorry, the 10:30 reversal coming in, but everything's being driven into support pretty much. So, are we gonna lose it, or are we just gonna head down, bounce VWAP, and keep going? Find out next time. Oh, look at gold. That piece of shit is still going.
Ouch. Rogue. Ow. That hurts. Thank you, Pips for Profits. I appreciate that, man.
Wow, there's that gold build, finally.
Alright, everybody, I think AMD, the light AMD entry may be cuttable now. This is the bounce level right here on AMD, which is 111.17. Kind of was trying to cut it at 112.66, but if you did stick with the stop loss, good. I kind of missed my own stop loss, paying attention to something else, but let me see something really quick. Yeah, so let's see if we get a bounce out on AMD. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and cut anywhere lower than this.
No, this is literally like how easy it is to trade something like gold. So now we sit patiently because we don't want to keep range trading. You know, we don't know what can happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
now we sit patiently till we get that acceptance over that 1935, right? We get that close. Then we can assume we're gonna get that move, right, to correct that big old red candle all the way to 1940.
I think that Baba is building a very large rising wedge, and that it is trying to pull back, likely to retest 102.26, build, and then give you one more new high, which I think ultimately will give you a test of 110. So, well, damn. AMD. NVIDIA absolutely blasted off, but AMD didn't. It diverged. Yeah, I can look at that. Let me, we got 3 minutes and 50 seconds for this AMD 15-minute candle to close. I'd like to see a bounce right here, which should give us a place to exit. So watch for a 112.75 retest potentially here.
I'm also watching DWAC to the downside here if it releases.
Every time I hear DWAC, I think of that Pokemon Marowak. I don't know why.
That's funny.
I don't know why. I have no idea why.
I know who you're talking about too.
Marowak.
Everybody loves Jay, brother. You gotta cool the emotional part, man. You gotta detach a little bit from the trade, you know, especially when you're the beginner. Beginners usually crush themselves by judging and being really hard on themselves. Like 2 weeks in, a month into trading, you know, they're trying to operate and see things that take time. So it's all about being patient and not putting out too much skin when you're not ready. My cat's just sitting on my lap, sticking his nails in my leg. It hurts. But we have a rule in the house. You don't have to get, if a cat comes and sits on your lap, you don't have to get up. We've been claimed. So relieved of all chores. So Mullen Automotive went and tested this zone above you, right here. There's the bounce on AMD, giving us a better place to exit. So those of you guys who are in AMD, if you had a heavier fill or more contracts, this is a good time to go ahead and trim exposure. Because unfortunately, the price action, unless it picks up and we can go and break above 113. But here's the thing, the only way that you're going to find out if it's going to break above 113 is by holding and seeing a rejection, which obviously, if you're in a small position, that's okay. But right now is probably a good time to trim that exposure. It does have a cup and handle look to it, I will admit, but and a gap above it, so I'd love to see it bounce. Manny, I don't know, what do you think? Do you think we get better moves towards the end of the day?
Yeah, down.
Okay, sounds good. I mean, I don't
No,
care
but
where
the reason why is you know what they do. They move it up and then they move it back down into like highs or just hard supports in trade day. But after 11, after London's closed, you know, we're still in that. Those players are still in the game. After 11, that they exit out the positions. That's when we get that last hourly candle to 12. We stay flat throughout lunchtime, and then that's when we get that move up. But it's quad witching. We can just continue moving throughout the session. But personally, I originally everybody would wait for the last hour of the day to trade on quad witching, because the last hour is when everything just goes crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why saving BP right now seems more important than anything else, because I think that we'll see that move towards the end of the day. All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and exit AMD. I'm out right here. We'll re-enter. It's in range. No use in holding. If it does go and break back above, great. But I'll take it once it moves into that gap. Unfortunately, it held a direct divergence to its ETF. So there's not much I can do about that. So.
Well, remember something about today. Today is a day where volatility is high, right? Volatility is still low. Volatility is like the VIX is a 25, right? So we haven't seen that kick yet. We just gapped up on the VIX, but that's it.
Retest on crowd. It's just retesting. So you popped up, and now you're retesting the level you popped up, and you're holding. Probably again waiting for volatility, a firm falling wedge on the hourly. Damn, you did really good. You hit my chart. Well, you hit 40. I think I said 41 potentially, but so zone again on a firm, right? Mark out these zones, these little boxes. See them right here? So 39.65. So you're gonna want to break into this, build, and then hit that. Somebody asked me about BABA. And I totally spaced on doing that. So BABA looks, at least right now, it's a little bit early, but this is definitely your support. So setting an alert on that is a good idea. But I think that it could take advantage of this setup right here to pull back and then kind of climb back up. And I have, as high as 112, but 110 is kind of the target there. What's good? Yeah, no, by the time Yazzer gets here, I'm going to have lost my voice. He's not even going to know what I sound like.
What if I told you I'm actually on the way and I'm just trading from the charger?
I know this. I know the sound of the charger when you're in it.
Yeah.
Yo, Peyton. Peyton. You come here really quick.
I'm told you gonna do it or what, man? You're not close, bro.
I think Apple may. I think we might see. So BABA right now is sitting up against its 5-day moving, or its 9-day moving average. Here's a critical moment. And here's the thing: if BABA goes back up and hits 108, I would think that the fall is going to be even more drastic, and that would probably go along with what Manny said. So. Foggy screen in the upper half. All right.
Apple has a bull flag. Tesla has a bull flag.
Yeah, look at the channel though. If it does, it's kind of so. I don't know, man. The longer it builds this flag, I would want it to build until 12, and then at 12 o'clock, make a pop up to 162 or 163. No, it's not trying to get you to buy Discord. It's trying to get me to get a bit better internet.
Discord be doing that shit though. When you want to use animated emojis, they're like, no,
That's why. There you go. Cutie cat. I want to pet her.
I'm gonna go get some lunch early, dog.
Okay.
Just so I could be back for power hour. Alright.
Alrighty, man. Enjoy the lunch.
What?
I said enjoy your lunch.
You said go get drunk. I was like, what? For real, cat? I'm just kidding.
Trash, bro, guy.
Alright, see you later, bro.
Alright, man, peace. Yeah, you should be done with 0. Yeah, you should be. That's a good thing to do. Can I look at anything for anybody? Discord, YouTube. Just to elaborate on what I'm thinking here on Baba, you can screenshot this or whatever you gotta do. Thinking we move down and then rock it up towards the end of the day. This is just anticipatory, but all right, you guys see that? So that's kind of what I'm thinking might happen here on Baba. Of course, this is the trigger point. That's 101.30, and that fails the whole thing. So mRNA down to open. That does have a pretty sketchy setup. Watch the 174 break below 174, and then yeah, there's the one. Yeah, that's a viable play. Because you'd probably go hit 169.20. So X. So I don't know if you guys can see this. Who sees what I see before I chart it? I'm just gonna throw a little educational test out there. What do you guys see? I already see it. This is one of my favorite banners. What are we seeing here? Oh geez, let the new ones answer. What do you guys see here on X? No, not verifying. On the hourly time frame, what do you guys see? No, almost. Any other guesses? There you go, rising wedge. Right? So, if we know anything about a rising wedge, can I boop the cat? Yeah. Oh, yeah. She won't let you boop. Boop. There you go. Boop. She boops herself. What? You're kind of in the way of the people, Rogue. There we go. Alright, well, Rogue's gonna teach you guys something. What was that? Oh, AMD. I knew it. It's alright. So if we know anything about rising wedges are reversal patterns for the most part, but of course, you know, the obvious is not always, you know, what ends up happening. But that being said, if we're going to look at it for retracement of 50% of the setup, so from the highs, which is kind of crazy because it's not much, I would say $31 is a place to watch, which is not much to the downside. But AMD's building again. Yeah, you could take a speculative call above 113, but yeah, but Baba's 15 and this is the hourly. But yeah, it does have a rising wedge on the hourly. Alright, so the next one that we got here, affirm. Oops. All right, so this one is currently at, I would say, long. Now you see my white line right there, guys. This is so. Do you get? I just want to, you know, let me get a thumbs up in the chat if you guys understand the supply, the demand, and these zones, and what we mean by when we we've left this zone, right? So that's when we come in, right? Is when we leave these zones, and there's just, when I see good examples, I try and point them out. But you see this right here, you see the zone, right, where we consolidate, build, zone where we consolidate, build. The trip in between to support, right? That's where we come in. So right now, what could we be anticipating? We could see consolidation or just a very strong move. We've got a 200-day moving average at 42.45, which is right in line with the top of that, which is 43, so not too far off. So a strong move to the upside based on with the current trajectory, sure. But you've also had a straight line since $26. So all that being said, when we're at these key levels, we're evaluating price action. AMD's back up above 113 there, guys. I was bouncing too. Yeah, listen, one thing that I told people, especially when I first started teaching, that was one of the most important things to me is if you're too zoomed in, zoom out. And if you're too zoomed out, zoom in. Because you're going to see things, and it's up to you on how much work you do. The more work, and that's one thing that, you can put in more and see what you get out of it. Like if you do know what the setups are on most of the higher time frames and see how that affects your trading. So yeah, I can look at Neo here. But anyway, I would say above $40, a bullish candle close here, that there's a good chance to continue to the upside. So yeah, supply side. All right, well, you kind of have another similar setup here. Definitely a support right there. Kind of a rising wedge, or like a flag-ish type look, but give it the benefit of the doubt. Big candle here kind of showing off. So let's look at the 15-minute time frame. Nice. With your dad? Yeah, make sure to DM me when you do. That's awesome. Okay, so anyway, downtrend here. Okay, from the top. Make it drop. I can't help it. This is your third touch of resistance. So I think that above 80.75 and 81.25, there's a good long to the 82.77 level. Because this does have that resistance rising wedge type look. So Facebook is still moving. Damn. Facebook looks good. Like it could go to 216. I think it's the level that I gave you guys earlier, right? And that one broke up and out of its rising wedge, so that's crazy. HD. So it's a little bit too soon to tell, right? But that's what I got. If you see a rejection, watch the pullback to about 323. So you could see one more wave. So HD, something like that. And then from there, these patterns a lot of the times will end up reversing, but there's the potential for the gap fill to change the dynamic of the setup. So your line reading is similar to astrology reading, in my opinion. That's your opinion, and I don't know why you're even in my life. Why would you be wasting your time in here if you feel like you're better? My lines are money, always. I'm pretty good with my levels. It's probably just because you're insecure, throwing your insecurities out here. It's all good, man. You're safe here. I wish my cat hung out with me when I was trading. I actually just had a picture, like a memory post of had this cat for like 12 years. She's pretty bonded. Look at, she's holding my hand. What? So anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on HD right now. That candle that it's holding right now is not looking too hot. Facebook, boy, what? Look at Facebook, man. All right, 214. I think you might get a tap. All right, let's take a look at NEO. Shit. Guys, it's a little disappointing. Damn, that bounced right off my stop. Should have gone one more week out, I think. Yeah, I think AMD is still a good play. Because I think AMD gets to 115 today. So if you want to take AMD again, yeah, that's all you can do. You know what I mean? Is just take the setup. So I mean, you could take it past 114, and then take it, hold it through the gap, past 115.75. You've got 117. So still bearish on Bank of America. Yes. I have no reason to take it though. So NEO is going for a test of downtrend right here. So I think NEO still has the potential to go up, maybe hit 2131. I think I gave that level previously. But yeah, there's your downtrend right there. And NEO's climbing up to go and test this resistance, it looks like. So we could still have some more upside. But ultimately, I'll still be short on this stock before it's all said and done because, I'm so short on this stock. That's it. Damn, that's a big gap. Yeah. So, I mean, I entered one. I do when I'm scalping, Joel. I recommend that everybody learns the strat. Should learn all of those type of things. Can they tell you about your astrology? Pluto's in the rising sun or something like that. Biden is talking to Z right now. Whatever they say will move the entire market. I think quad witching is the big thing that we're waiting for volatility here, but it's 11 o'clock. if we know anything about anything, we know that these moves are going to likely happen towards the end of the day. So as any good trader would do, because they need volatility, they would be setting alerts, maybe set a lot of alerts on the VIX, right? Need to track volatility, drop some alerts there, drop some alerts on the ETFs that correlate with the setups that you're looking at, and then of course set alerts on the scalps that you, or the stocks that you're looking at. But you're not going to be doing yourself any good if you're sitting watching chop. So even if it is still trending up, if your time is good and your alerts are set, then you should be fine. So, with that being said, I'm going to go get some lunch. My stomach is like gurgling right now. So, quad witching, again, end of the day, power hours should be interesting. Thank you. Appreciate that. Anybody else want me to, any other, I don't see any Mulan squeeze. I would be looking for the short interest on that. Any other stocks before I head out? Yeah, last night was the full moon. Someone's about to dunk it in Gatorade again. I will say that one time somebody showed me something and I had to put on my tinfoil hat anyway. But they showed me big solar flares and solar storms that hit Earth. And obviously they come in cycles. And there's like a correlation between large human conflicts and like solar flares. It was like on a chart right next to each other. And it was like on the dot every single time. It's like when the sun gets heated, so do we. But I don't know. I mean, it was just data. All I can do is look at it, and just be like, okay, interesting. Well, I mean, they can knock out our whole, all of our computers and everything electronics, though. I'm not saying I believe it. I was just saying it was interesting. Get out of here. Mulan's still holding that candle. It looks okay. It's got good volume. And I mean, a squeeze could put you into the 365. So I mean, set a good stop. I think anywhere below 233, you're going to likely fall. The reversal could happen from there. So heliobiology. Man, exactly. I'm going to take that one over here so I can read it on my own. But hell yeah, thank you. That's cool. I'd love to read more about that. That's cool, Jack. All right, so I don't know what this is, Azul, but it's got a broken downtrend. But I think the thing that I'm already seeing here right now is this, which means it's at your kind of like resistance type area, right? And it looks as if you're breaking out. Now, I'm not 100%. Yeah, I'd say it looks as if it's broken to the upside. Yeah, it has. So gap fill to the upside. So right now you need to break and hold above 1328. And then of course you got this 200-day EMA right here that you could watch out for, and the gap fill to 1475. But ultimately, I would say $14 is probably a good target if you hold that 1328. So no problem, Jack. Thank you. Since we need volatility, and if choppiness happens midday, would it be smart to TP now and then re-enter for power hour? So here's the deal. If you're in next week's contracts, yeah, probably. because holding those are starting to feel pain. Barely, not nearly as much, but pain regardless. With chop, if you're gonna hold and have conviction in a certain move, it has to be reflected in your expiration. Therefore, and it's a difficult hurdle to get over mentally, but it's worth it, because I'd rather, even if you do this, even if you buy a 2 week out, 3 week out call, and then get a few steps out of the money weekly put, and if you're going to be gone for an hour, like, that's going to at least protect you if there is any sharp moves, because IV is going to be what causes that contract to fluctuate. So, or, maybe next week if you have the capital or a larger position. So it's entirely up to you. But yes, I think that if you are in something that is choppy, and affecting the premiums of your contract, that should determine whether or not you hold it, and just either roll it out into something longer, so. And I know that you guys who have traded with Rolly, you guys have been through, like, and you'll see it, like, he is picking a target, and it's like between this time and this time it's going to go and hit it. How it is or how it's going to happen, it's not always like going to be a perfect picture, but it's going to get there, and like, that's conviction, and that's different than picking a target based off of supply and demand of day trading. That's a whole different type of style. You're doing it. And Rolly will tell you, he's doing a fundamentals too. He knows these people's, the company's owners. He knows what they're doing on paper. He's obviously, that was his job at some point. So different analysis, different reasoning. So. But so it depends on your reasoning, I guess, is my answer. And if your reasoning is because of a fundamental long target, then I would say go. Not yet. Yep. Yeah. Especially for people who are not there all the time, and stuff like that. It is almost like a equity play, and to the point where I do know some people who will take those plays with equity and then use options to hedge, because that's a thing. That's a whole thing. And if it makes you feel, it's about what makes you feel comfortable, what makes you feel safer, right? I don't trade as well. Sometimes I catch big moves and stuff like that, but I think the days historically that I struggle the most are Thursdays, because I like to use weeklies during the beginning of the week, but I'm not able to on Thursdays. There's not a middle ground, right? And I notice that affects my trading. So, longer expiration, more probability of hitting a price target. Yes, and then here's the goal. Trade around it. Trade around it. Trade around it. If you're buying fundamentally, start trading technically, right? That's your hedge. You're the hedge. And it's just about confidence, Every day you look at that daily candle close. All right, what are we doing here? Now I need to go, okay, so I think based off of today's move, he might pull back. I'm still bullish because weekly's looking good. That we're still trending up, right? Those are things to look at. But then being able to say, all right, I'm going to have to, below this point, hedge myself, and I'm going to do it. Like, if you can take a long call, and this is where I found comfort for myself, is taking advantage of my ADHD, taking advantage of kind of being all over the place with certain things, is like, if I go long, which I want to, I trade short, but I might actually spend more on a hedge for a quick scalp than I will for the whole position. Like, if I buy a $500 contract that's out, let's say 4 months or 5 months, I may take a $600, $700, $1,000 worth of premium on a 5-minute candle to make a quick $800, and then be like, boom, and like, that's where I've found comfort. That's where I've found my confidence. And I've had to change it up because the market doesn't stay the same. The market changes. It runs off of the same things, but it changes, and it goes through cycles, and being able to adapt and look long and think long is beneficial. So if you have conviction, is averaging down on a contract a good strategy? One thing that I used to do is average down on a contract, but with a longer expiration, if I really felt that was something that was going to happen. But ultimately, I needed to have a good reasoning, without having any confirmation bias or anything like that. So, can we buy puts on the Qs? Well, can you? No, just kidding. I'm not going to do that to you. So, any idea how Tesla will close out the day? Well, like everything else, we are up against resistance. So and this is gonna sound whack. We either move and pop up big, right, and make these moves into the 912, okay, 911, 50, 920, 923. Like these are levels that Tesla could skyrocket and move to the upside for a really, really nice move. And that's what I would be watching, because right now you got a 12 minutes left in this hourly candle. It looks like you're gonna finish with this kind of like almost long-legged doji. And again, we could still make a big move. We could hammer up here, but you need to get above 900, and that's 900 and 905. So it's too soon to tell, basically, is my long answer on that. We're in range, And the cool thing is look at this, guys. There's always a 50% mark. So if you find a zone, split it in half. Look at the zone. Auto zone. Seriously, look at it. I wonder if like some people who are playing my voice out loud on Discord, if anybody like walking by thinks you guys are being taught by a 13-year-old right now. Yeah, so that's 886.75. So below 886.75, Tesla short, right? Above 900, Tesla long. Do. I'm listening to you in my right ear specifically. Well, may God be with your right ear. Or whatever. Bless your right ear. So gold broke downtrend, still holding that flag. Gap got filled, just like I said the other day. I kind of was projecting. Damn, that was fire. Damn, my levels are just astrology. No, it's fine. It don't bother me. It makes me laugh. 179.80. Bounce right there. I will say it is carrying what looks to be a 15-minute bear flag. So obviously keep that in mind, but that changes as it starts to climb up at around 181. So 181 is going to be the pivot for you to start looking potentially to the upside. Yeah, and also let me save my voice for the rest of the day. How long do you hold your options on expiration day? Maybe my goal would be no less than 3 minutes. Everything is conditional, always, right? There are some times where I have absolutely crushed weeklies in the last 2 hours of the day, right? And I held them for 30 minutes. because and this is like the reasoning, you know, like let's say gold is Amazon, right? And it's building, it's quad witching. We know we're gonna get a move, so I'm like, okay, and say we're at, you know, like right here. I might take a contract for the end of that gap fill or the middle of that gap fill that expires today, just to take advantage of that potential crazy move. Guess what people are going to be buying? Market makers are going to be buying. They're going to be buying that contract. So, yes, I'm still in Kroger. Why? Where's it at? Yeah, I'm still in Kroger. Looks pretty bearish to me, my friends. Pretty bearish to me. I mean, it's still flagging, but that wick right there is ugly. Biden call ended. Baba falling now. Baba. It does actually look as if it's going to fall. Give you a nice bloop down to 102. So let me give you guys an example. Earlier I bought a Baba put. Okay, I bought it for $28 and it was just like a kind of a YOLO, like a experimental. I wasn't super concerned about it. AMD new high day. It has not moved anywhere since I bought it, right? The price. Guess where my contract is down to? 62%. 62% down, and nothing happened. So why I don't understand, you know, like that was one thing, is like you can't keep buying declining assets when you don't have the setup for them, and being open and honest with yourself and being like, you know what, I need to invest. And I'm telling you guys, you can buy, and this is weird for the brain, but the longer the expiration, it's everything's in slow motion, right? Everything's in slow motion, so you're not going to have those big jerky moves. Pay $600 for a contract, right? And it moves up, you know, a good couple of dollars. Like, you're going to see the return on that, because a 10% of an $800 contract is enough for you to TP, especially if you're a small account, and you can still build incrementally using a longer expiration. I think there's a myth, you know, like, yes, you're spending a lot, but you have as long as you can cut it, and you're going to cut it, then you can just do that, and you can lose less. But if you buy, let's say I bought 100 or I bought 50 of those, you know, Baba puts, or 20 of those Baba puts, I'm down 62%, and there's nothing that's going to save them except for President Z punches Biden in the face at the end of the meeting and says, "Long live Russia," or something. I know, like that's about it. So. I'll go and boot the Potters. I'm gonna send him a creepy message first. Oh, he got in at 1:15 a.m. Oh, he just got in. Let me say, what's up, you little shit? Yep. Newsweek on Russian intelligence. China has plans to invade Taiwan next fall. Damn, what the fuck? Bob starts to go up. Ha! He's gone. All right, everybody. I'll be back. I'll see you guys in about an hour, 2. We'll see what happens. Take a break, guys. Go sit and breathe. If you don't have anything to do, go, sit, meditate, whatever you want to do. But just don't torture yourself sitting at and watching 5-minute candles. So. Wait, they commissioned their first aircraft carrier in 2019. Damn, bro. That's why we're broke. We got like 18 of them things. 18, I don't even know. I feel like we got a lot of them. Alright, I'm gonna go drink some tea because my voice hurts. Yeah, my throat's hurting. So, have a good afternoon. I will tweet, tag in the Discord soon. I guess I'm meeting TS Fire. I'll tag you guys relatively soon and let you guys know when I'm hopping back on. So, all right, y'all, have a good